Hi everybody, this is Joni. I was coming on tonight to talk to you guys about foundations and concealers. I've been trying a bunch of new ones lately, but I've been switching it up a little lately. But what I found with the stick foundations were that it went on so easily, and the best way that I could find to put it on was with this is a Bare Minerals brush that I think it sells in Ulta for like $25 maybe, and at least on their website. And I was able to find this in TJ Maxx and Marshalls for $4.99 or $5.99, but just has the softest bristles. They're very densely packed, but just so soft, and just kind of blended on in a swirling motion, and it just blends out so nicely. And very creamy if you're a person with dry skin and needs extra moisturizer. Um, I did find that it stayed on better if I used a setting powder and a setting spray. And I always use primer and moisturizer. But my favorites among these, I'll show you the ones I've tried and I'll show you my favorites. So I've tried the Revolution. I have tried the Maybelline Superstay, and this one comes with a sponge, but I don't use a sponge applicator. I have tried Anastasia, my least favorite, just very dry. I like the packaging. It's nice, sturdy, like metal packaging, but it was too drying for me. I feel like there were more. Oh, and I did try a NYX one, and I don't know if I purchased the wrong color, or if it was just not enough coverage for me, but I didn't like that one. My favorites among them were the Revolution, and my favorite shade for me, and I'm pretty fair, is a F4. And I don't have much left in this. They don't come with a lot, so they seem like a really good buy because they're under $10, but they don't come with a lot. One stick might get me through maybe a month. So I apply once a day, once in a while, twice a day. Um, they do feel a little bit warm, a little bit on the heavier side in the warmer weather. So I don't know if this would be one you'd want to use in the summertime, and they're certainly not waterproof. I've recently tried in terms of liquid foundation. Lately I have tried Smashbox. I have tried Revlon Color Stay. I've tried Elizabeth Arden. I have tried the Maybelline, Superstay, full coverage. So I've tried that, and this is pretty good full coverage. I've tried Bare Minerals. I like Bare Minerals, and I found this is one you can, layer. I have tried, this is by Becca, and this Becca one, I wasn't crazy about the applicator. This applicator, when you twist it, that pops up, and it's very thin. comes out like a dropper, and it's very liquidy, like runny. So I just found it sets too fast. You have to work very fast with it. So that was among my least favorites. I tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I tried Too Faced Born This Way. And among my favorites, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this is a couple of drugstore ones. I tried the L'Oreal True Match, and I tried Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. So, among my favorites in these, I will tell you, I think my most favorite is the Too Faced Born This Way. A very, very, very close second, and for cost less than half the price, is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I found both of these are very lightweight. They offer good coverage, good, a good option for normal to dry skin. Has good staying power. I do set with powder, but just very thin dusting of powder, and I use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I get a good full day's coverage out of it. The Instant Age Rewind, this one I don't like the applicator. It just kind of, I don't know if you can see, it comes out like through the sponge. And what I do then is I apply this with my finger. I found this with my finger, and this one as well. I prefer using my fingers just to warm it up and spread it out smoothly. I like it better than a brush, and I like applying it that way better than a beauty blender. Just with these ones, that's the way it goes on best for me. With the Too Faced, it has a pump, and that is always my favorite dispenser, because I can measure pretty accurately each time. Estee Lauder Double Wear, this is a matte, more of a matte foundation. It does offer good coverage, but I found I had to go a little bit darker than I might normally to get that full coverage, and it can be a little bit on the dry side. Urban Decay All Nighter, definitely 24-hour waterproof coverage, great that way, but on the drying side. And when there are so many options out there right now, I just don't feel like, if something isn't working for me completely, I'll find another product that will do the job for me. But so right now, the one I'm using the most is the Too Faced and the Born This Way and the Instant Age Rewind. And the Instant Age Rewind comes with it has a concealer also. Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. And this is made by Maybelline, and has the same kind of applicator, and they pair very nicely together. And I actually do use this concealer with the Born This Way one. I'm not sure if this one puts out. Other concealers that I've tried is Almay Smart Shade Concealer. I just found this to be a little bit too light and a little bit too dry for me. Well, I do like the Revolution one. That's truthfully for me a little on the drying side. So I went back to some of these other ones like the Pro Conceal put out by LA Girl, Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. And that was almost too luminous, too heavy. I recently tried this Physicians Formula Insta-Ready, and this one, I'm trying to think, oh, this was a pump, which again I loved. This was okay. This was not as good as the Age Rewind, and not as heavy as this one, so that was okay. I've tried the Smashbox Studio Skin 24 Hour. I liked that one. Went on well, stayed on well, but did cake up by the end of the day. That's always my problem. I've tried this one, which is the Milani Retouch and Erase. Pretty good actually, but still I prefer the Instant Age Rewind and the Smashbox. So those two are among my favorite right now. I tried Wet n Wild, Come Correct, a little bit too heavy, caked up at the end of the day when it dried down. Neutrogena Hydro Boost, and it comes with this little like white spot in the center. Can you see that? And that has the moisturizer in it. I feel like with me right now, you know, I'm 55 now, and I'm getting almost like bluish, it's not discoloration, I think it's like blood vessels, you know, because the skin gets very thin around here as we age, and you can start to see, you know, like blood vessel, you know, like a bluish hue there. I can't put too much on because then it cakes up, and I need to put it more towards this part of my eye and stay away from the fine lines and wrinkles over here. I do have bags under my eyes. If anyone has a great way of getting rid of them, let me know, because I haven't figured it out yet. But so those are among my favorites of my concealers and my foundations. Anyway, yeah, those are among my favorites. It was for the foundation, it was the Age Rewind, the Instant Age Rewind, and the Too Faced Born This Way, and really pretty much the same thing for the concealers, but the Smashbox Studio Skin, that was a good one as well. Drugstore brand, the Instant Age Rewind is good, and the Physicians Formula Insta-Ready with the pump, not bad. You know, there's a lot of options out there, and if something doesn't work, don't settle. Move on to the next one. Please comment down below, and if you enjoyed this video, if you would give me a like, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.